Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Got another great video for you guys today. As usual, man, you guys know the deal on this channel. So about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting history, guys. And in this video, I want to talk and touch on, these ESPN rankings. All right, I want to focus on Victor Wembanyama in this video, and this is no video to tear down Victor Wembanyama or knock Victor Wembanyama. I like Victor Wembanyama, man. He's a young player, man. I've done a couple videos on him over the last, season, but this is not a tear down Victor Wembanyama. But how the hell is Victor Wembanyama the 5th best player in the NBA? Coming off of last season, remember, this is supposed to be based off of last season, coming into this season, what they think the potential is. And you're telling me Victor Wembanyama is a top 5 player in the NBA. He's actually number 5 according to ESPN. And I just don't understand how you can have him at number 5, guys. And we're going to talk about it in this video because, once again, this is not, like I said, about Victor Wembanyama. It's more so about ESPN and their rankings and how they don't make any sense. You have LeBron James 8th based off of what? Then you have Victor Wembanyama 5th based off of what? I'm confused here. Is it potential? Because what's the potential for LeBron James to be top 8? That doesn't seem like it makes sense. If you're going to tell me Victor Wembanyama is number 5 all potential, it doesn't add up, though, with the rest of their rankings. We're going to touch on this in this video, guys. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states that's been supporting my channel. Once again, guys, I am truly humbled, man. Much respect to all you guys out there that continue to support my channel, man. Like I said, it means a lot, guys, for real, man. The things you guys say to me, man, thank you, guys. And you guys know what to do, man. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, like I said, man, I want to send a shout out to L Scrappo 2136. Shout out to L Scrappo 2136 that actually reminded me about doing a video on this Victor Wembanyama rankings. Because you guys know I did a video the other day, day before yes, I believe it was, on the LeBron James being ranked in the top 8, or maybe it was yesterday, the LeBron James being ranked in the top 8. And during that video, I said, I didn't understand how Victor Wembanyama was number 5, and I said I was probably going to do a separate video just off of that. And I kind of forgot, so shout out to El Scrappo for reminding me to touch on this, because, like I said, this is not about Victor Wembanyama. It's not about, oh, Victor Wembanyama's trash, or Victor Wembanyama's not that good, or he's not, a number 5 player in the NBA because of he's just not good. What I'm saying is, this is more so about ESPN and their rankings because it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't add up. Where's the consistency here? So like I mentioned in the intro, if you have LeBron James 8th, and I don't want to bring LeBron James into this video much, but if you have him 8th, I'm questioning why. Why do you have him 8th? Based off of what? Because to me, it seems like you're giving LeBron James a top 10 spot based off of his overall career, right? The greatness of LeBron James over his career. This is what you're attributing his number 8 ranking to, because if you're going to sit there and tell me that's based off of last season, it doesn't make sense. He's not the 8th best player based off of last year. I don't give a damn about him being the All-NBA second team last season. We all know that's a joke, man. Once again, LeBron James being giving things, not earning them. No one in their right mind, a true fan, thinks that LeBron James earned an All-NBA second team last year. Stop it. He wasn't even the best player on his damn team the whole year. Anthony Davis was carrying that man, and Luka Doncic was carrying him after that. Stop it right now. Austin Reeves is more consistent for the Lakers than LeBron James. But somehow, some way, they're going to tell you LeBron James 8th best player in the NBA. So once again, what is this based off of? Is it based off potential? What's LeBron James' potential? His potential's done. He don't play no D. So like I said, if you go to Victor Wembanyama and they're going to sit there and say that we're putting him 5th based off the potential of what he could do going into this season, because we haven't even seen Victor Wembanyama. He's only been in the league for like a year. That last year, he missed half the season. So how could you put him at 5th based off of last year? Like I said, it seems to me that they're going with, a potential ranking here, where he could potentially be the 5th best player in the league this season. But then you can't do the same thing for LeBron James. You're telling me the potential is he's going to be the top 10 or top 8 player in the league? Remember last year, he had him top 7. He was not the 7th best player in the league last year. Are you kidding me? So, Victor Wembanyama's only been in the NBA 2 seasons. Guys, like I said, he missed pretty much half the season last year. He played, 46 games last year, I want to say. Played 71 games his first season. That was His rookie season, he was really good his rookie season. I'm not going to say he was great. He wasn't historically great. He didn't make an all-NBA team. He didn't lead his team to the playoffs. Well, I think the San Antonio Spurs won 22 games? I think they were 22-60 his rookie year. So, and I'm not saying it's just on him, right? You have a young crew there, young core. Greg Popovich, was dealing with the stuff he's been dealing with. So they don't have Greg Popovich there anymore because of his health. But they won 22 games his rookie season, and he played 71 games that year. So the man couldn't even play 82 games his rookie season. And he played 46 last year. So Victor Wembanyama, to me, he's going down that road that he's never going to play 80 games, guys. We'll never see Victor Wembanyama play 82 games in a season, guys. Never once. A lot of these guys we'll never see play 82 games. Nikola Jokic never played 82 games in a season before. Like I said, Victor Wembanyama's probably never going to play 82 games in a season. Is Luka Doncic ever going to play 82 games in a season? Or Joel Embiid ever play? Nah, guys, you're not going to see. These are supposed to be the great players right now. They won't even be out there for the full season. And people don't care. People are like, oh, who cares if they played 77, if they played 75, if they played 71. It's a big deal, guys, because like I said, the guys back in the day were playing all the games. So like I said, they were putting themselves out there way more often. So we have to understand this. Also, I told you guys about the numbers, right? When people talk about these guys' stats, and they're like, oh, this guy averaged this, or he averaged that. How many games did he play, though? He averaged that playing 67 games. Ain't the same as somebody averaging that playing 81 or 82 games. These guys are averaging XYZ playing 66 games, 65 games, 68 games. Like I said, it's not the same as other guys. Ain't the same as John Stockton, averaging this many assists all 82 games every single season. It's not the same thing as a guy averaging a certain amount of assists, but he plays 69 games. Then he plays 70 games. Then he plays 67. Because it's not just about one season in particular that you didn't play 82 games. You're not playing 82 games ever. Ever. When these guys in the back in the day, they were playing consecutive seasons of 82 games consecutively. It's hard to do. That's being a true professional. That's having heart and grit. You know what I'm saying? Pushing through pain and stuff like that. So I don't think we're ever going to see Victor Wembanyama play all 82 games. Like I said, a lot of these guys, they don't care. It's not a big deal. Even last year, SGA, I celebrated him and I gave him props a couple times last year, because he wasn't really missing games. But at the end of the season, he still ended up only playing 75 games or something like that. So he missed 7 games or something last year. For what? For what reason? Does anyone know? He had no injuries. Just to sit out for rest, just for this kind of stuff, load managing. So once again, there's no knock on these guys or SGA or anything. But like I said, these guys are not going to go out there for all 82 games back in the day, but then they promote these guys as bigger, stronger, faster. You see, it can't be both ways. That's a contradiction. So now, I wonder, how can Victor Wembanyama be the 5th best player coming into this year when he's never even made an all-NBA team? So his rookie year, because he had a good season, his rookie year, but he averaged 21 points a game or something like that, or 22 points a game, and I think he averaged 10.6 rebounds per game, 3 assists, and 3, almost 4 blocks. He led the league in blocks his rookie year. Sensational for Victor Wembanyama. Once again, it's not the same as if he led the league in blocks in 93. You know what I'm saying? When you had guys like Mutombo in the league, and Hakeem Olajuwon, and Robinson, and Ewing, those guys were averaging over 4 blocks. I told you, in 1990, guys, Patrick Ewing averaged over 4 blocks a game, and he didn't even lead the league in blocks because Hakeem Olajuwon averaged 4.7. So, great for Victor Wembanyama leading the league at 3.7 blocks per game or whatever it was. But like I said, man, it's not the same era of NBA. But I do give him props for, playing defense, for being aggressive, being a shot blocker, for, like I said, having that kind of, giving that kind of effort, going out there and attempting to block shots. So we give him credit for that. So I thought he should have won Defensive Player of the Year award. He did not. But, I mean, whatever. I think that he probably should have won Defensive Player of the Year award. But your team was crap. Right, so it wasn't like Victor Wembanyama was such a hellified defensive player that he actually led his team to a playoff berth, or, they were some elite defensive team that season because of him as an anchor. So him not winning the Defensive Player of the Year award on a 22-win team, I guess you kind of see that. But he was excellent defensive player, right? Defender, all defense first team his rookie year. So great for Victor Wembanyama, using his size to his advantage. 7'6" or long wingspan, all that stuff. Great for him. I've told you guys this season, the problem with Victor Wembanyama, man, when you think about him being ranked 5th, like I said, he's never even made an all-NBA team. I said he's coming off of blood clots. It's not like he sprained his ankle, or he had a significant, an injury to his physical, right? Like a structural damage, like a knee, or, I said an ankle, or shoulder, or some kind of ligament or tendon damage. The man had blood clots. This could be life-threatening. This could be career-threatening. So who knows if we're ever going to see Victor Wembanyama play again, and they put him at 5th. If I was ESPN, coming off of blood clots, coming off of a 46-game season, he's never made an All-NBA team. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, how could he be a top 5 player? To me, I probably would have had him number 12, maybe in top 15. To me, is where Victor Wembanyama should be. How is he above Jalen Brunson? How is he above Anthony Edwards? How? I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. They had him above Steph Curry and LeBron James, Kevin Durant, whatever. I don't have any problem with him being above those guys. I don't see how he could be above Steph Curry. Steph Curry led his team to the playoffs last year. Like I told you, if he didn't pull the hamstring, I thought the Warriors had a great chance to go to West Conference Finals. I thought they were going to beat the Minnesota Timberwolves. But Curry went down. We get all that. But to me, Curry still has an impact like that. Like I said, Victor Wembanyama being ranked above Curry, coming off the blood clots, I don't see how that's possible. Like I said, there's no way he's above Jalen Brunson to me. And how could he be above some of these other guys? I just don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. Those guys were there playing. You know what I'm saying? If they were there, a lot of those guys, like I said, were leading their teams to playoff berths. So I just don't see how he could be above those guys and how he could be in the top 10. Definitely not be in the top 5. And I think that people, like Victor Wembanyama came with a lot of hype. And I get it, man. No doubt about it, man. The guy's a freak of nature at that size, but he's very frail. It ain't like he's got like a nice physique at that size. He's very frail. Like, yeah, we get it. He could dribble the basketball, but like I told you guys, in this era, back in the day, those are carries and travels, guys. But I get it. But, I mean, Victor Wembanyama, I told you, my problem with him was that he was chucking up too many threes. Right? That was a big problem for me last year with him before he got hurt. And you saw the trend. So, Victor Wembanyama, guys, I want you guys to understand something. His rookie season in the league, right? Played 71 games, right? I think it's averaged like 22 points, like 10 points, some rebounds, like 3 assists. He basically has the same amount of turnovers as assists, right? His assist-to-turnover ratio is basically a 1-1. He turns the ball over every assist that he gets. No doubt, he's a big man, all right? But they talk about his skills, right? Oh, his skills. But he doesn't really have the skills like that as far as playmaking or passing compared to the turnovers that he's gathering. So we have to understand that. But when I talk to you about the 3-point shots that he's taking, guys, he's going way too much with the 3-point shots, which is why it's hard to get behind some of these guys when you see him start doing this stuff. His rookie year, he took 5.5 threes a game. That's not bad. To me, 5.5 threes, that's where Victor Wembanyama, in my opinion, I said in the videos in the past, where he should be. Somewhere in that 4 to 5 3-pointers per game range. All right, so his rookie year, 5.5 threes per game at 32%. It's not really a great shooting percentage, even though they tell us how skilled he is, right? Oh, you guys could do everything. Victor Wembanyama, 7'6", can shoot, but 32% is not impressive. Not a knock on him if he's a rookie, no doubt. But come on, man. Like, this dude should have been easy shooting 37, 38%, based off of the hype and how much skills and the 3-point line being around for these guys all these years. But no doubt. But then it upped, guys, his second year, right? Before he went down with the blood clots, this man was shooting 8.8 threes per game. And as a matter of fact, I want to say in the first 20 or 25, 30 games, he was shooting over almost 10 threes a game. I did a video on this, guys. The man was chugging up 10 threes a game, essentially. Insane. I remember watching that Christmas game against the New York Knicks. This man shot like 15 threes. I remember watching that game with my family. Insane, guys. But this was Victor Wembanyama. That was my big problem with him last year. Like Anthony Edwards, these guys are taking away from their overall games. Victor Wembanyama, you're 7'6" and you're camping out the 3-point line, shoot 8.8 threes per game, and he shot at 35%. So once again, look how many you're missing. The dude's making like 3 out of every 8 shots. That's not good. What are we doing here? Missing a lot. You're missing way more than you're making. All right, but this is what Victor Wembanyama was doing last season. 8.8 threes a game at 7'6", guys, at 35%. It's not impressive. You guys realize with that kind of shot chucking, this man's never shot over 50% in the field in 2 years? Dude, you're 7'6". How are you not shooting over 50% in the field? Because you should be around the rim. You should be in the paint area dominating dudes. But you don't, because you're frail and skinny, and you don't play that kind of game. You're out here playing this Euro game. You're out here playing this, new age basketball. We want to run around the 3-point line and chuck up shots. Also, look at Victor Wembanyama's offensive rebound numbers, guys. Trash. You know why they're trash? Because you're on the 3-point line. How the hell are you going to offensive rebound when you're standing on the 3-point line, you goof? So, in his rookie year, he averaged 10.6 rebounds per game. Those are solid rebound numbers. I'm not saying he's a bad rebounder. He's a solid rebounder. He's a good rebounder. But he's not great. For his size, he should be much greater. Much greater, guys. So, his rookie year, he averaged 2.3 offensive rebounds per game, guys. Remember, he's only played 2 years, guys, and this is not to judge him and say this is who he's going to be. I'm giving you the facts of what he's been doing and how the hell can this man be ranked 5th coming into this season. It doesn't add up. So he averaged 2.3 offensive rebounds his rookie year. All right, that's okay. That's decent, not great. All right, out of 10.6. But like I told you guys, the next year it dropped down to 1.8. And why is that? Because once again, now you're on the 3-point line for 3 more shots. Your rookie year, you averaged 5.5 shots or threes. Your second year, 8.8 threes. So now you're out there more often. Your offensive rebounds go down. You see the correlation here, guys? I'm trying to give you some insight. I'm trying to give you guys a little bit of education here. So he averaged 11.0 rebounds per game last season, right? And that sounds great. No doubt, man. But when you think about where it ranks, like I said, in the NBA, it's not great. All right, guys? So he was 8th, guys, in total rebounds per game. All right? 8th in rebounds. All right? Last year. Well, excuse me, no, his rookie year, he was 8th in total rebounds, all right? 8th. Because last year he didn't qualify for nothing. And that makes me think about something else that I want to touch on also the qualification. You got to play 65 games to qualify for stuff, but somehow, some way, Victor Wembanyama on his resume is a 2-time block champ. 2-time block champion. His rookie year, I get, he played 71 games. He led the league in blocks. But then how the hell did you get a block championship title last year when you only played 46 games? You're not qualified. I think you had to play 65 games to get a postseason accolade, right? Or to get after the season accolade, right? A point per game, rebounds per game, steals per game, blocks per game. But somehow, somewhere in his resume, and they have it, 2-time block champion. I don't know how that is possible. To me, he's only a 1-time block champion. You played 46 games last year, guy. What are we doing here, man? But anyway, I digress. So his rookie year, he was 8th in the league in rebounding, right? Total rebounds, 8th. And rebounds per game, right? At 10.6. Not bad. He's top 10 in rebounds per game. That's pretty damn good, right? Well, wait just a second here. When we look into the offensive rebound numbers of Victor Wembanyama, he's 28th. 28th on the offensive rebounding. So once again, you're 7'6", you're hanging out on the perimeter all game long, and you're top 10 in total rebounds per game, but you're 28th in offensive rebounds per game. See, I had to do offensive rebound guys a lot on these videos, if you haven't noticed. Because offensive rebounding is really going to tell you and be an indicator of the effort a guy's giving and the skills of a guy on the rebounding. Because offensive rebounds are harder to get. That's why people marvel at guys like Dennis Rodman and Moses Malone. Because these guys can dominate offensive. It's not easy to do that. You have to give more effort. You have to put yourself in a better position. Your fundamentals got to be there. You have to be more sound and boxing out and all this stuff. Your instincts come into play more on offensive rebounds. A lot of these guys get all these rebounds. So they'll be, oh, this guy had 11 rebounds last night. Yeah, and you'll look at the box score. He has 10 rebounds and 1 offensive. Or you'll see a guy with 13 rebounds and 1 offensive. A guy with 14 rebounds, 0 offensive. And I'm not talking about guards or point guards or, guys that are playing the guard position that are getting a bunch of rebounds and they getting offensive rebounds. They're not supposed to be getting offensive rebounds. So I'm not talking about guards. I'm talking about big men, quote-unquote big men, forwards, centers that are supposed to be down low, getting offensive rebounds, but don't get them. They just get a bunch of defensive rebounds because they're standing there, all these threes are getting chucked up, and they're getting rebounds flat-footed. They just fall right into their laps. So Victor Wembanyama's rebounding prowess isn't really like that. Do you guys also realize that last year, his rookie season, that Victor Wembanyama was number 2 in the league in turnovers per game? I don't even think a lot of people I didn't even realize that. The top 3 guys in turnovers per game, guys, in the 2024 season was Luka Doncic number 1 at 4.0, Victor Wembanyama number 2 at 3.7, and then LeBron James right underneath him at like 3.6 or something like that. So Victor Wembanyama actually had more turnovers per game than LeBron James, his rookie season. Turnover machine, guys. How the hell you turn the ball over so damn much? You ain't a point guard. Are you dominating the basketball like that? Are you the main playmaker? Or the main guy dribbling the ball? No, but somehow, some ways, man, turn the ball over at a high volume. He was number 2 in the league in turnovers per game, guys. Insane. He was 30th, I believe, and 30th in scoring his rookie year. And these are I'm just giving you guys facts here. How the hell is that man number 5 in the NBA coming into this season? And I remember, this is based off his rookie, I'm telling you a lot of these stats. This isn't even last year where he didn't qualify for anything. It's, except for a block title somehow he qualified for. I'm confused by that. Maybe that's an error, but that's what I noticed. That they got him down as a 2-time block champion. So, the thing about this, and like I tell you guys, is that Victor Wembanyama, to me, has not impacted the game like that to that degree to be or have a 5th ranking, a number 5 ranking coming into this season. Like I said, his man's coming off of blood clots last year where he played 46 games. If anything, they should have had this man, like I said, top 20, maybe top 15. They'll put Kobe Bryant number 50. They'll bury Kobe Bryant, who's a much greater player than Victor Wembanyama has. Once again, only played 2 years. But they'll bury him in the rankings based off of injuries and stuff. But you're going to put Victor Wembanyama number 5 and he had blood clots? And like I said, he played 71 games his rookie year. So it wasn't like he was out there playing all the 82 games the first season. He was dealing with stuff. I remember he was out with a sore back one game. I did a video on this. He was out with a sore back. I was like, sore back? Like, that's a reason to be out a sore back? Dude, you're 21 years old. I don't get this. You think it's going to get better as you get older? I'd say these guys are on the primes of their lives. 23, 24, 25 years old. You see a lot of these guys. There's load management missing all these games. Why? You guys should be playing every game now. Because when you get 32, 33, 34, 35, it's going to be harder. It's not going to be easier. But they're bigger, stronger, faster, they tell us. Victor Wembanyama's got more skills than anyone that played in the 90s. No one in the 90s could do what he could do. He can't stay on the court. He don't rebound like that. Like I said, his shot blocking is excellent. But he would not be a top shot blocker in the 90s. He would be one of the great shot blockers. One of. And he's not going to lead the league in shot blocks with 3.7 and 3.6 blocks per game. Now with guys like Mark Eaton and, like I said, Olajuwon and Robinson and Ewing and Mutombo, it's not going to happen, man. And like I said, he's going to have to guard those dudes. He's going to have to bang around with them dudes, man. So, yeah, guys. ESPN, once again, it's not a knock on Victor Wembanyama. It's about ESPN ranking this guy based off of some potential hype. I don't see how you can do this. If you want to base off of reality, because you have LeBron James top 8, Kevin Durant still top 10. Like, if you can have those guys still in the top 10, then you're basing off of what they did in the past? What did Victor Wembanyama do last year? He did nothing last year. But he's 5th ranked? Above Anthony. I don't even like Anthony Edwards like that, because I told you guys, Anthony Edwards is a shot jacker from the three-point line extraordinaire also. And I told you, this man's out there taking 10 threes a game. Dude, what are you doing? You're one of the greatest athletes in the history of the game, and you're out there chucking up 10 threes a game? For what? That's not helping your game. These guys are taking away from their overall games. Victor Wembanyama, too, man. Keep your butt inside that three-point line, man. Work on a mid-range game. Work on a post-up game. Stay in the paint. Work on, get some offensive rebounds. Dominate the glass. Shut all these damn threes up, man. You can't even shoot 50% from the field. You're shooting under 35% from 3. I'm not impressed. You can't be the 5th-ranked player coming into a season where you missed half the games before that. And he's never been an All-NBA performer. So how could he be top 5 already? Freaking ESPN, man. Just weird stuff. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.